Hello fans and friends across the universe, and welcome back to my channel from me to you. My name's Keir Smith, back today with another Fab 4 video. I worked my way through each of the Beatles' 12 UK studio albums and told you my Fab 4, my 4 favourite songs from each of those albums, and now we've moved on to the solo years. And so far I've done a Fab 4 video on George's 33 1/3 album, Ringo's Bad Boy album, John and Yoko's Milk and Honey, and Paul's Egypt Station. And so for today's video we're going to be looking at my Fab 4 from Ringo's 1976 album Rotogravure. And I really like Ringo's Rotogravure album. When I feel like listening to Ringo, this one is a go-to album for me. I'd go as far to say it's in my top 5 Ringo albums. I think so. And I certainly have some clear favourite songs on this album, and picking this particular Fab 4 was no trouble at all. I knew straight away which 4 they were going to be. For me, these 4 songs really stand out on this album, so say no more, here's my Fab 4. So my first pick is the opening song on the album, A Dose of Rock and Roll, which was written by a guy called Carl Grossman, who was signed to Ringo's record label at the time, Ringo Records. "All right," Ringo hollers on the rollicking intro as the band come flying in. And then the song does settle down and Ringo croons, "You're feeling down, you're feeling blue. You do know that you care, but you don't know what to do." And then the horns come back in and pick the tempo up once again. They're so peppy and vibrant throughout this song. And then from there, the song literally does what the title suggests and gives you a dose of pure, feel-good rock and roll. And it's washed down with cool, clear soul, as evidenced by those lovely, soulful female backing vocals. Oh, how I love those shoo-wop backing vocals. And that's a great guitar solo there too, which I think is actually played by the great Peter Frampton. Love the bridge too when Ringo sings "Turn on your radio" and you get that call and answer of get ya in the mood. And it certainly does. The chorus is fantastic and great to sing along to. And I defy anyone to listen to this and not at least raise half a smile. I love the "Hey Baby" part at the end of the song. Oh, this is a great listen. Fantastic song. I love it. It's possibly, dare I say it, Ringo's best opening song. And if you're watching this video and you don't know this song, then click off this immediately and go and play this song. Get yourself a dose of rock and roll. You'll love it. I'm sure of it. My next pick is Pure Gold, and this one was written by Paul McCartney, and this has an old-time 50s ballad feel to it. And it's one that Ringo sings really well. It's a very simple song. The piano plods along casually and Ringo questions whether the girl he loves is right for him or not, before surmising in the chorus that she is in fact pure gold. But I'm a sucker for those lush strings that dance around the chorus line. They really elevate the song for me. It's a pretty straight song really. Verse, chorus, chorus, outro, but a very good one nonetheless. And I really like Ringo's vocals at the end of the song as he reaches a bit further when he sings, "Everything she brings me is, everything she brings me is pure gold." Yeah, this one has always been a standout track for me. It is in fact pure gold. My third pick is the final song on the album, Lady Gay, which is a slick and cheery tune befitting of the era it was recorded in. I always thought that this song could have been a Lou Reed song, or maybe even a David Bowie song, or perhaps a David Bowie written song for Lou Reed to perform, partly because of that sleazy saxophone sound and partly because of the lyrical content. It taps into that cross-dressing phase that was prominent in the early 70s when men were getting in touch with their feminine side, let's say. "Lady Gay, you're really not the woman you portray. Well, I don't mean that disrespectfully, for you have always shared your home with all who've come to love you, like I do." This is simply a really warm tune, and Jesse Ed Davis plays some really nice clipped guitar parts, and we've got Klaus Voormann plodding along on bass there. It's mellow, mid-tempo, singable and catchy, and I really like those "I love you" harmonies on the outro. They're really sweet. It's good. "We love you, Lady Gay." Alright, my fourth and final pick for this particular Fab 4 is a big Ringo favourite of mine. Not only is it my favourite song on this album, but I'd put this in my top 10 Ringo songs. I think it's that good. It is the fabulous "You Don't Know Me At All." The melody is very strong, and you've got piano, strings, and lush female backing vocals all meshing together to make this sweet and soulful pop ballad. The female backing vocals really make this song for me, and they're so well placed around Ringo's earnest vocal, which again is very good. And as I say, I'm a sucker for those doo-wop style backing vocals. The girls sing "Shooby Doo Dum Dum" and Ringo sings "You're the Only One." Here, listen to this. That is so good. And the outro is fantastic, and in particular Ringo's voice is really good when it soars into that final chorus line. I find this song quite moving, sweet and soulful. It's a perfect little pop song for me. So there you go, that was my Fab 4 from Ringo's Rotogravure album. We had A Dose of Rock and Roll, Pure Gold, Lady Gay, and You Don't Know Me At All. And please do join in and let me know your favourite songs from Ringo's Rotogravure album down in the comments section below. And if you don't know this album, then give a listen to the songs that I've mentioned. I'm sure you'll be impressed. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for stopping by and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you for my next video sometime soon. Until then, peace and love. Bye for now.